guys, welcome back to the channel, and today it is Dad and I working on my bug. As many of you know, we brought it back from Texas. This was my daily driver out in Texas. And now it's just kind of a bebop fun car, since out here I can hitch rides with pretty much anyone else or take other vehicles. And so, here Dad, you want to tell us what we're doing today?
Okay, so this engine had trouble when we last drove it to Texas, right? Mm-hmm. So we drove it to Texas, and it was like heat soaking it. Yeah, and so doing the research on the heat soak, this engine, we can do some cool things to it to help it make it run better. And one of the ways that a lot of tuner guys do it, and since we're here in Florida, we don't have a lot of the emissions issues the same way, so we don't have to get these things tested this way, which is nice. Maybe we'll cut that part out. You can keep it if you want or whatever. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do today is we're going to remove the evap system. We're going to remove the what do they call it? The secondary air system, and we're going to remove the it was something else. Oh, it was the breather tube for part of the.
Is it this big tube thing?
Yeah, so basically it's a breather tube. It's a breather tube that, gosh dang it, PCV breather tube. So right now the PCV breather tube goes through a bunch of check valves and has all these different things and hooks up to the air intake for it to make it function. What we're going to do is eliminate that, so it just breather tube right back into the engine. So it's taken the pressure that's in the crankcase and which is the positive crankcase ventilation, which is PCV, is what that means. So because the crankcase has pressure, so when the cylinders go down, pressure builds up in there. That's got to vent somewhere, and then when the cylinders come back up, you know, they're going to create pressure, and that's going to happen inside of the cylinders and the intake manifold and all that stuff. But then above that, over the valve cover, there's also pressure happening inside of there because there's things moving around and doing various things where that's at, and some of that positive crankcase ventilation has vent tubes to be able to migrate some of that pressure, because oil is going through there, right? So it's going to move through that space as well. So there's also positive crankcase pressure in the intake manifold. So, or in the not the manifold, but in the intake or the valve cover. So in the valve cover and in the crankcase, you want to vent that pressure. So it goes back into the intake and can be burned up because it's filled with oil, goo, and residue, and splatter, and all this kind of stuff. So we got this vent tube, which takes it directly, which takes that pressure right straight from those two places and goes up into the intake prior to the turbo. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, so that's the thing too. So there's 3 projects, and we were just evaluating how far we got to go. And just to get the secondary air pump out and then that PCV tube in, we're kind of back to, if you remember our other blog on this when we had it back in Colorado, where we were doing all these repairs before we sent it to Florida. And one of the things we had to do is press in this elbow fitting into this one specific part on the chassis. That was the PCV elbow tube. So we just put a new one of those on, and that thing was a pain in the butt to get in there. And so now we're removing that again, without breaking off the dipstick, right? So there's that part was right in there too, so we'll have to do that. But to get to it, because of the way we were set up, it's not something you can just kind of reach down around the intake manifold and just like get to and get the pressure you need on it to put it in place. So I kind of feel like that'll probably be one of the last things that we get to.
Yeah.
But based on that and just trying to get the air pump out from the secondary air, I think we're going to end up having to remove the front. And do the bumper and drop the bumper, drop the radiator, and all of that stuff down in the front of it. So we're doing that kind of level takedown, which is.
But it'll definitely help drive. It'll be.
Oh
better.
yeah, so now it'll be a lot less, because like basically the heat soak issue, what it's doing is it's heat soaking the engine and the engine bay, and then we end up having problems with the evap. I would say probably the heat soak issue could just be all the evap system.
Probably.
Where basically it's saying, hey, I can't suck the evap pressure off of that, which means that that evap canister is probably overloaded. But here in Florida, we don't need to have that stupid evap canister, so we can get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to get rid of that system so it quits giving us fits. And then we'll put a resistor in that little control sync thing, which I think also potentially had a problem of that. So that it could be just that whole evap system which is causing this problem. So when we get rid of that, it shouldn't have this problem anymore. And then when we get rid of some of the other components that are constantly making it messy, then we can sort that out a little bit cleaner as well. So
yeah, and so we're starting basically the process of like setting up this vehicle to operate better.
Yeah.
And like part of that intake for the air, right? We want to fix that at some point to go through the headlight instead of all the way around the tire.
Yeah. So
because that's
a whole
part
lot
of the
like
heat. So
customization, modification we're gonna do. So like eventually we'll redo the hood with some vents.
yeah,
Get that in place. We'll look at modifying the like into the fender wells and some of the exhaust setups. I mean, one of the things we changed right before we drove to Texas, we put those fender wells back in there, right? So we put those in.
and
So
those
that's
hadn't been in
also
there for a
helping to
while.
keep
The
the
heat
heat in as well. So we'll have to look at how
That's
to
a really good point.
vent air out of the
That's
engine
interesting because since I've been back here, for one, the check engine light hasn't turned back on with the secondary air system. But if I think back, every time that light came on, it was really hot that day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And so
that's
That's
my thing
interesting.
is I think that it can't get enough heat out of that space. These Beetles are really great. I think they're awesome, and I think tons and tons of people obviously drive them. But one of the things that everybody does to these things is they get all this extra fruit off the engine, so it can just be a nice, clean engine bay.
Yeah.
It looks clean without tubes and pipes and hoses and everything going all over the place and wrapping around. So it cleans that up a lot, and then it also allows the engine to just run properly.
Yeah.
Right? So without all the
Lets it
complication of
breathe.
stupidity. And then we have a tune set, so we'll be able to go in here and kind of retune some of the things to make sure that it's really performing optimally. And then we've got a local tuner guy and some people here that know how to do some of that kind of stuff on this engine. So
yeah.
what's
So if we
nice
need
is
help,
there's a resource locally to help out with that.
yeah.
Plus YouTube. I mean, obviously YouTube. We're going to go to YouTube a lot too. So
Yeah.
yeah. So at this point, it's really just kind of sorting out how many tools we got and what we're going to do with it. And then sorting out where we're going to put stuff like the front clip.
Yeah.
Where is that going to actually go, or do we need to put this in gear and shove it back here? Now I can't get to the tools, so there's a whole lot.
Yeah,
of,
that's the only challenge
ins and outs.
with this setup. However, I will say it. I'm not sure if we have an easy up. We might,
I don't think
but I don't think so. Maybe in storage.
Okay,
We could
yeah.
pull the two vehicles out the driveway and pull like the front off, put it in the driveway.
So just so you know, this isn't just like, oh, let's do this in a couple hours.
I
This
know.
is going to be like
Where's it gonna
2
go
or
when we
3
want to
days.
sleep?
Yeah. We're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. So this is going on.
Yeah.
So this 2-hour job highly likely will turn into what it typically does.
Just to
with,
get to it.
oh, it's just a real quick 2-hour job 3 weeks later. So
Yeah.
let's just bear in mind this thing could be torn down.
Well,
be
we're in
oh, back in
Colorado."
Colorado.
Yeah, so
Beetle's
you
still
keep that in
torn
mind
up.
for the vlogs too, because we're going to be putting these pretty much out as soon as we can, so the vehicle may not be done when this vlog is done.
Yeah, so maybe we'll put out the first 10-minute one, just kind of like introduction to jacking around
Yeah.
on the Beetle again.
Taking the
Yay.
front off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing we have to think about that we might think about is the air conditioning currently doesn't work on the vehicle. If we have the whole front side off, we might end up bebopping with some things that we think might be the problem. Otherwise, we might end up taking it to someone to look at the air conditioning.
That's what I'm
But-
looking towards.
Taking it to someone?
Yeah, everybody that says it's the air conditioning issue, so I could probably figure it out and buy a couple of tools and parts.
Mm-hmm.
So here on Monday, because it's Saturday today, so here on Monday we're going to reach out to a local tuner guy and see, well, they're not a tuner, they're actually a Euro shop that specializes in bugs and
Yeah.
Audis and stuff, and so, or Volkswagen, so we'll ask them, hey, what does it take to potentially do this? No doubt they're going to be like, well, bring it over, we'll see what it is. It could be something dumb easy, which it could be. It could just be like the pressure is out or down.
Yeah.
Could be that the compressor has blown up and, it could be the compressor solenoid has gone out, right? So both of those two things require changing the compressor.
Yeah.
I don't have the tools to like vacuum down the refrigerant and
Yeah.
store it and then refresher
Redo
it.
it.
I don't have any of that.
Yeah.
But it also could be like just a pressure valve where the pressure is too high or too low, and so it shut down the system. It could be a solenoid or something under the dash where we have solenoid issues. We've checked fuses, it's not that. We've
Yeah.
checked the fan control module. So far that all has stuff, but like one of the things I can do too while we have this potentially jacked up again if we go there, is just to send voltage to pin 10 or pin 9 or whatever on that wiring
And see
diagram
if
and
it-
see if that solenoid clicks. If the solenoid clicks, then we know that the solenoid and highly likely the compressor is probably fine. So there's something else that's
In
not
between.
working. So it could be a relay under the dash, it could be a couple other things. So we just haven't gone that far to figure it out.
Yeah.
But
We might not.
yeah. The biggest thing is refrigerant. I don't have tools for that. So.
Yeah. Yep. Dad and I are wearing Crocs. It's the official car working shoe.
Yeah.
So what are you pulling apart right now?
I'm taking the evap tubes off.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I'm trying to do.
And those are part of the things that we're deleting, right?
Right. Maybe I can do it.
You got it. So to get this off, you have to squeeze it down.
So when you squeeze that down, it moves that little tooth off.
Oh yeah, I see.
So that was the same thing that was happening when we did the fuel filter back in the day.
Ah, I see. So we're taking these lines apart. Just took us a second to figure it out.
Resistor.
Okay, so we're gonna grab that resistor that we got. And Dad just unplugged and did that. I'll go get those. So, I don't know which one of the three you need, so I'm just bringing all three over to you.
That's the round one.
The more round one. Clicked in there. And that was replacing the evap valve, right?
Right.
And we're just completely taking that off.
So the evap valve thing is out.
Nice. Look at all that.
So we'll find a cardboard box to put this all into.
Okay.
You know what's interesting?
What?
What's that ring?
There's a what?
This ring. I don't think that went onto anything. This was the ring that we were looking for that thing down there.
Oh my gosh, so we had to go buy
Yeah,
for the
that's on
radiator. That's hilarious.
So I wonder if somebody, like, when we were doing that job before with the radiator,
I guess I
found the ring and then put it on there.
probably did that. Because that was when I was learning
That's
vehicles. That's hilarious.
Like, well, there's the part we're looking for that whole time.
Yeah, it was the last part we needed. Okay, I'm going to just put that on the floor for now.
Plugs right there that we need to put in.
So the 4 caps.
Yeah.
So there's 4 things we need to cap off just behind Dad's hand that were part of the evap valve.
Yeah, so one here, these 2 here, and this one here.
So those 2 there, that one. Okay, nice. That's exciting. I'm gonna
And
put
if we were some kind of smart, we probably would replace this
Inside the house smells like
fuel tube.
air conditioner.
Because of how-
struggling.
What, Mom?
All of a sudden inside the house it smelled like air conditioner was struggling. Oh, this
Oh.
is fine.
Smelled like inside the house the air conditioner was
Like it
struggling.
got warm. Like fire shoes.
The next, the other
Oh, the.
thing.
You're bad.
Now, everybody needs to see how much sweat's dripping off.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Homestyle was not correct in telling me what I said it was going to be a thing.
Oh no. What are you working on taking out now, Dad? What is this thing?
This is the vacuum box,
And that we no longer need.
right?
So we're just deleting that. And then we did find that the resistors we got for these do not fit, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to probably go back to our guy's shop and get the right ones.
Or order them online and figure it out.
Yeah, order it online too. So, but yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, look at all
a
that.
lot different now.
It smells good.
Yeah, but now we're getting oil smell and a bunch of other stuff because of the system and the way that it works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have vacuum going in and out of this. I think we are removing this.
Completely.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
don't know what the story is with that setup. So
Okay. Well, we're discovering
keep
together.
on doing some more research here.
Together. We do this together.
I'm gonna suspect that comes off. This comes off here because this is a controller to basically force that thing to dump air.
Mm-hmm.
So if this thing pulls on this, it pulls it up, and then all the air off the turbo dumps
Mm-hmm.
back into there. Is what I understand.
Okay. Yeah, so ultimately, Dad was just saying that the goal is to clean up the engine so it's easier to work on, since this stuff is actually not needed for the whole proper running and maintenance of the vehicle.
And I don't know what that's all about there, but it's got one of those clampy things on there, so to get that off.
It's a little annoying. Yeah, so ultimately, Dad was just saying that the goal is to clean up the engine so it's easier to work on, since this stuff is actually not needed for the whole proper running and maintenance of the vehicle.
And I don't know what that's all about there, but it's got one of those clampy things on there, so to get that off.
It's a little annoying. Nice.
See, and then we replaced this tube
Yeah.
last time, so that was the thing that we did.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get to that one, I think. Because of the combi valve there.
Oh yeah, which we're taking that out, right?
Yeah, so that's coming off.
So we'll have to take this air box out. We'll probably take the battery out.
Right. So this tube is coming out.
Nice.
So this thing is out.
Yay! Great. Would you like me to put together a box so we
Yeah,
can
if
put
we
them
have
in?
a box for stuff for that. It'd be
Yeah.
nice to have.
I'll go do that real quick.
Alright, I'm following these guys. We're trying not to record 75 hours of the content, so I have to edit it for 3 or 4 weeks. That's what Sadie just said.
Yeah.
You mind grabbing the boy dog?
Yeah, I know.
He's on your left. This is how we operate, folks. Setting up, taking turns vlogging. Nate Webb is deep into it. What are you doing?
trying to take a picture of a part that we got that doesn't match.
Picture of a part that doesn't match. Okay, this is the saga of most automotive situations. So you get into it, and then you have to get creative. You have to be educated. You have to solve problems. So that's what Nate's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aw, and there's a dog. Hello, doggy.
With that kid, and then here's that screw.
Are we not able to use the plate? You don't think?
No, that was that.
So are you having fun with your dad?
Yeah, I'm always having fun with Dad. Even when we run into things that are annoying, it's kind of what happens with vehicles.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun for me. And Dad and I are wearing Crocs.
It's the Croc mode? Oh, yeah. Nate never wears Crocs. So, guys, this is a once in a lifetime. Well, maybe twice. I don't know.
It's working on
Not
cars
often
and
in a
going to the
lifetime.
beach.
Going to the beach. Yeah, exactly.
I even try to not wear them at the beach.
I
Yeah.
know, because then you can just ground on the sand, which is so much better.
Yeah.
I
I like...
am healing from my sunburn.
Oh, yeah. Where did you get the sunburn? Because we didn't show
It was
anyone.
really bad. It was at a beach, and you probably saw it already a little.
Nope. We didn't vlog that at all.
Well, no, like, I mean, I panned down and showed one of the parts, and I probably crossed.
Oh, yeah.
horseshoe crab and
Oh, yeah.
everything.
She's very proud of this, guys.
Well, so Dad, all of us saw a horseshoe crab on the beach, and it was actually just a shed. So we got to keep it.
So it molted and
Yeah.
shed that off, and then you got to keep its shell.
Yeah, so we let it dry out. It was still floppy when we found it, so now it's solid. You can hold it like this.
Yep.
And we went and got lacquer, but we got matte lacquer, so it looks dusty. So we're gonna go get shiny lacquer at some
Yeah.
point and make it look fishy again.
Fishy? Wet.
Yeah.
Wet.
But
like
that
the
was
ocean.
the coolest ocean find. There
Yes.
was stingrays,
Right.
dolphins.
Right.
It was cool.
I do like our garage and how we've got 2 yellow bugs in here. So much fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but we're having fun.
Good.
Look how nice and clean the engine looks. That's really what we're going for. Dad, I put a little bit to the thing, but like really the whole goal is to delete the things that aren't unimportant, especially when you live in Florida. Make it so the engine still works properly and won't flag those lights that it did. And make it so you can work on like other parts of the engine better, like spark plugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because just looking at this, we can fit so much more in here.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when we're going to swap out this air box, our goal, I said a little bit earlier, is to take out the headlight. And instead of having it weave back behind the tire, to have a little straw like this big to
Yeah,
suck
for the engine
air
to breathe.
into.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the heat soak, which is part of the problem that we're deleting right now. Is when it intakes to the headlight, it would just go straight in, and it can take
Right.
fresh air straight from incoming.
Yeah,
But
it'd be
that-
a lot better on a hot day.
Yeah, and that would require a whole new body kit to swap out secondary headlight here, and there would be 2 black holes.
For
And-
breathing.
Well, one would be for breathing. I don't know what would the other one. I don't know if the other one would do anything other than just be a black void.
Well,
But
anywhere that you can get air in, the better. So
yeah, so that's something. And then we're also gonna put. Dad, what is that box thingy that we're gonna swap out? The little one.
He's typing.
Yeah. But it's not the radiator. It's something that has to do with cooling the engine. I don't remember the name.
Well,
of
you
it.
can ask him later when he's not
Anyways,
busy because
it's
he's
like a little-
texting the dude.
It's like a little coolant box for cooling off the engine.
Mm.
And instead of it being that little thing, it would be the width of the front.
Yeah, no, that's the turbo intercooler.
Intercooler.
Uh-huh.
It had cooler in the name.
That's right.
So, but that would require a new body kit too, because it would be
Mm-hmm.
the whole length of the front, and it would bring out the body more.
Mm-hmm. One thing that we've found is very interesting is Mercedes Bug, and I'll back up a little bit, is actually not as long, well, wait, it's longer, but it is shorter in height.
Yeah.
So inside
That's round.
interior is more squatted.
Yeah.
And then our Bug, which is a 99, is more rounded, so there's more height inside, but a little bit shorter. But the trunk is bigger too. The frunk doesn't exist in these, by the way. But yeah. All right.
But yeah. So it is funny to see the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It is one thing we were talking about yesterday. Is so this car, now that I'm out here with family and I'm not off in the middle of nowhere world. I mean, Texas isn't middle of nowhere. But
Well, when
Sorry
you
to
don't have
offend
any
Texans.
family around,
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like alone.
that's how it felt for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I primarily get to drive like the family truck, and honestly, I'm a passenger princess,
That one.
so everyone else drives me.
Passenger princess.
So now that this is here, it's not as urgent to get like the air conditioning fixed, and it's not like if this thing has to sit here a week or even until we're back from Colorado because we're working on the engine, that's fine because I can just hitch a ride with my sister or drive the family truck or drive the other bug or
Yep.
so. Yeah,
It's doing more.
but this is now more of a fun tinker car. It's
Now
my first car I ever got, and I don't feel like I'll ever get rid of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so fun to drive.
That's hilarious.
And it's so fun to work on with my dad. I think that's really probably.
Now, if we were to ask Sullivan his priorities, do you think that the air conditioning would be as low on the list as you?
No. He did not enjoy the road trip yesterday.
No, he did not.
He, the poor thing, it was 45 minutes one way to the guy's shop and 45 minutes back. And let's just say when we went to the beach, we brought him along and we're like, it's your vacation too, so you can do whatever you want. And he literally stayed in the air-conditioned house.
On the couch.
On the couch the whole time unless he had to pee or wanted to say hi to someone.
That's right.
If it was having to do with anything else, he was instantly back at the door wanting to go inside.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Air conditioning's his thing. And the funny thing is, Sadie, it is over 100 degrees in Colorado right now, and here it's cooler. It's actually
yeah,
low 90s here.
yeah.
And so the
I would be burned already. The back of my legs would be bright red if
Yeah.
I was in Colorado.
yeah. Well, I think it's interesting because when we get back to Colorado, the temperatures there will finally come down
Good.
to be the temperatures that are here, which is funny. So when people are like, "Oh, Florida sucks in the summer,"
Now Dad's working on removing these tubes, which he's already got one, and then he's working on removing this clamp. Right, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't need that anymore. And then we're going to remove the air blower, which is so funny because we have an extra air blower in my trunk, which we could sell. We can sell these parts that you guys got that we don't need anymore.
keep your collection,
Take them to Homestyle up there. If you like.
Yeah.
sell them up to them.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, if you want people that want the secondary air system, just give them these parts. Be like, nice.
You had like
Yeah.
4 or 5 of them.
But this is the blower that we had to replace. You know, I wonder if that's the one we replaced and the one that's in my trunk is the old one.
Probably.
But they both had the same problem.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying there's like, just get rid of them.
Okay.
We'll sell them off.
Yeah. And it was funny. So Dad was working on one of the things with the clamp tool to start, and it didn't work. And so he's like, this is crap. And went over and threw it in the trash. It was funny.
You like my natural look. This is the no makeup mom.
You look beautiful, Mom.
So one of the things we
I brushed
need
my
is
teeth at least.
That's good.
one of those
Those clampies.
clamper
Yeah.
thingies. They have those at Harbor Freight. Because those doohickey things are so stinking nice.
Yeah. So this is the secondary air.
No, this is the main air intake.
Oh yeah, main air.
Airflow sensors right there and all that.
We're not deleting this one because this is the main. That was an annoying clamp to get on there, so
Yeah.
that's okay.
So Phillips screwdriver to take the box out.
Okay. Alright, Dad got the air box open. Most of it out. It's dirty.
Do you hear in your head? No, disassemble.
No.
I feel like the car's talking to you that way.
Mm-mm.
No, it's probably like, please help me breathe.
alive.
I can't breathe.
Johnny Five alive.
What is that reference from, Mom?
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh yeah. You're
Okay,
scaring me.
how about this? You guys put it in the comments below. Johnny Five Alive. What's it from? It's a movie I showed it to you.
You showed me this already?
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, Dad, and
How old was I? 3?
like in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I probably don't remember it. Wow, look at that. It's out.
Oh, he had a whole
It's
bunch
out.
of junk come out of it too.
Well, yeah.
You missed it. It was like, yes.
Yeah, well, it's a filter box.
And I did.
Look at it. Look at that.
Sadie.
Look at that. Yeah, Mom?
The movie starts with the word short. Ends with
Short?
circuit. That's
Oh,
short circuit.
wow.
Johnny Five Alive.
Yeah, I do remember that movie. I just don't remember hearing that in the movie.
Right, sure.
Hey, it's funny, there's still kind of a nest down there from Texas. When I went on a trip, came back.
Oh yeah. And you had a critter living in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Taking all this stuff off, Nate. Remember how it goes?
It's not going back in.
Going on.
We don't need to this time.
We're taking all this Mohuckus off.
Yeah.
So the next thing that's coming off is that thing.
Oh yeah,
And
the
there's a
intercooler.
screw. There's
Yeah.
a screw right behind here, I think.
And what is
that screw and that screw
what is that thing called
and another
again?
screw. So this is called the combi valve.
Combi valve.
COMBI.
Yeah. And that's the thing that the plate screws on in front of?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it actually comes off all the way to the block.
So the 2 resistors were the only things that you had issues with so far, or is everything else?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the resistors worked.
Only one?
Only one.
So it can still be here. Oh no
Okay.
no. There's a secondary bracket right there,
Great.
and I think there's a nut right here. So that bracket, yeah. That bracket will stay. This whole bracket will come out. So that's awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah. So getting that motor up out of there might be a thing.
Well, I'm sure, I feel like, do you think if we took the battery out, there'd be enough room to get it out?
Because it's got to come through this area right here.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a challenge.
Well, maybe.
I feel like we've done it before, though.
I know. Me too.
Because I feel like we got a new blower after we got everything back on, and we got it in. I feel like it was a little challenging, but it worked. Also, since this air box is out, you guys can see the intake here and how it goes back, down, and around and over. And that's why we
Massively
think,
restricted.
yeah, and that's why the heat soaks so easy, is because it's so restricted in intake. But if it was to go straight in to the box, it would cool everything down better. So that's why we're thinking that. But, yep. Here. There ain't no nut there? That's nuts. I mean, there's not nuts.
No, we can find one and make it up.
There's 2 bolts. Dad took this one off, and it's on the other side right there that we got to take it off for this. Do I need to hold it?
Maybe. Unplug the motor. Can't reach around and get anything that's there, so as far as I know, that's it.
I mean, it's a little wobbly, but it ain't loose. So yeah, now we're looking for anything else that's hanging it up. It doesn't look like it.
Oh yeah, no, it does.
It does? Okay. So then it is that other screw that bolts down to the top bracket. Okay, I'll get on. Oh, yeah, now it's... There we go. Now it's loose. Yeah, see how it's wobbling now? Very nice. So we'll have to put that back.
So we'll have to put dipstick and then find some bolt to bolt the dipstick doohickey back in place.
Okay, pull my hand.
So I'm going to pull that dipstick out.
So future forward for you guys, there's 3 screws. For those of you who might be doing this too. You got this. I know for a fact we've done this once.
Yeah, I mean, what we could do potentially, yeah, I mean, that's getting closer.
Here? Yep.
Trying to not break that
Yeah.
fitting right there.
There, you got it. You're doing it. You got it. Yay! It's possible! For you guys to know if you're doing this too, it's possible! Just gotta have Dad do it.
Well, now I can get to that doohickey there.
That's great. So now the dipstick, does it have a whole thing holding it on? Or are we just gonna have to figure one out?
So it's got that bracket, but I'm gonna have to replace that bracket. Still using the same screw and just putting a nut on that.
Okay, I see. So I'm gonna put this
The
screw
nut is built
into.
into the thing.
I'm going to put our parts into our part bucket. Yeah, so look how much more space there is in this to work on, to access, to... I mean, obviously the box will be there, but this is going to be this way now. So how many caps do we need now? There was 4 or 5, like 8?
Yeah, so we need a pretty good sized one here. These kind of medium ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say that's like a 3/8 or a 3/8 or a half.
Okay.
These are, quarter. And a couple small ones on the back thing, and this right here with
So-
little clamps to hold them in place.
So then the last thing to take out is this, right?
Is that and this stuff.
And this. Okay,
Yeah.
and replace that with the new tube.
Right.
Okay.
So we should go get the tool, the grippy grabber tool,
Uh-huh. And then the caps.
and the caps. And then yeah.
Should we? Yeah. Yeah, so I
I
mean,
could probably take the most of this out.
but this is pretty much it for like everything that we're removing, right?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like a pretty good size one.
Wow.
See, and this was a race part that was put on by somebody else. We didn't buy this part.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I did buy this part. Yeah, we did. These were new ones from when we replaced all of this crap.
Yeah. If we had known what we know now, it probably would have taken a lot of stress off of a rebuild back in Colorado. But at the same time, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah. We learned how to do it, and now we're learning how to undo it.
Yeah, and the guy that we were working with, he was like, don't use a oil catch can because it just gets stinky apparently.
Yeah. He said, especially since you have a girl driving the car. He's like, most girls don't like the smell of oil. Alright, we got that tube set up out. The one that we're going to be replacing with the new tube set up. And Dad's cleaning out some of the oil smudges and dirt and schmuck before we, I think, put it back in, right? Put the new one in. So that was fun. There was a funny little clamp attaching one of them that we had to figure out, but it wasn't so bad once he went at it from the front.
Where's the new tube at?
It's back here. Back, y'all. Do. It's a tube.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna figure out how this goes in. And
This thing's got oil in it too.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
Free oil, eh?
Right.
So that's the part that goes down into the thing that it came out of,
Mhm.
right? So like that little hole down there is where it goes. So we gotta work it in to go from there to up here, and then there was another spot, I think, down there.
No, it was like, see, back in here like this.
Oh yeah. I was looking at one of the things we're deleting.
So was there a clamp that went for that?
Not on it that he gave us, but. Alright, we're working on getting it in. Dad's tightening up the hose up there. We've learned that the lower one on this side There's a lower one down here that's just past the oil dipstick thing. That right there. That needs a thicker gasket so that the oil doesn't have blow-by for it. But the rest of it is fitting pretty good. Dad's getting things in and is looking good. So he just got that one in. He's working on this one. And there's Mom. She's waving all cute at the neighbor. Yep. And yeah. So honestly, we're doing really good. This is really good. So all we need though is those resistors, the new ones, which Dad's already worked out with our guy to get sent over. We got to go buy the caps for these areas and such, like that. And then the gasket. And we still have to remove one more thing. That thing, which I forgot the name of, but Dad will remind us later. And yeah. Mom's found borax to clean our nasty hands. Thanks, Mom.
I'll leave it on the counter.
Okay. Yeah, we got nasty. Go off your hands. So, we got borax to clean our hands. So, okay. Nice. It's looking good. It's looking really good. So, do we actually have to take this off, or are we just taking this part off and putting the cap over it?
No, we're gonna take that off entirely.
Oh, I see.
We
Okay.
take that whole thing off, including the base bracket that it's mounted to.
Okay.
And then we mount the plate straight to it. It takes like 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds of weight off of there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing.
Okay. But that's like
because
the...
that means I have to redo the I have to open up this coolant setup right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take that top bolt of the coolant off.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one down here, and I have to take that off.
Okay.
Which means I might have to replace the gasket on this thing.
Okay.
So remember we replaced all this crap? This is where that main leak was at before.
Yeah.
So I have to remove that to be able to get to that bolt, and another bolt.
Okay.
On this side over here somewhere.
Okay. So we'll have a little bit of coolant loss, but I have coolant in my trunk, the proper stuff.
Yeah.
The pink stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most people run green, but that's actually not good. Alright, so we've decided that we're going to pause here for now. We're going to go eat lunch and clean our hands. And then we're going to go and get the caps we need and look for the 2 gaskets we need. And yeah, so for now we're done. So thanks for coming along on this one start to the venture. I feel like we've done a lot today compared to what we initially thought.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to be way more complicated and end up being a lot easier.
Yeah, so that's always really nice, especially when you underestimate and then overachieve, you know? So that's nice. Pretty much done, other than a few little things. So
Plugs, some resistors. Yeah. Plugs
Yeah.
and resistors.
so that's pretty
Oh, and that plate down there.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
yeah, and then putting everything back
That's
and
not
then
bad.
we're done.
Yeah.
Compared to taking the whole front off and the battery and the air, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching for this one. We might include some clips of us doing the other stuff. But yeah, thanks for joining us.